Alright, I'm in the, this is called the Texter Mountain Nature Preserve. This is in Lancaster County, northern Lancaster County. Actually, it's right near the Lancaster County High Point. This is a Sunday afternoon, and last Sunday afternoon I came to the High Point here in Lancaster County, and that's kind of how I found this place. I was looking on the maps, how to get to the High Point, and I saw, a thing on Google Maps that said, Texter Mountain Nature Preserve, so I decided to come out this weekend and check it out, see what's here. So usually I didn't do anything yesterday. On Saturdays I usually try to get out and do a bunch of stuff, but I got lazy yesterday. I slept in yesterday and I discovered Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix, so I was watching that. But you need to take a break every now and then too. So it's like a 2.5 mile trail here, so I'm gonna go check it out. Sometimes this is like a county park. Sometimes these county parks are pretty neat, and sometimes they're not. So we're gonna check it out. That's what I do, and take you along with me, and we'll see what we see. Well, it's still August, but we're getting a little bit of color. Some of these leaves. Fall is on its way. Alright, I found us a little friend. Let's see if we can zoom in and find him. He's pretty well camouflaged. Oh, do you see him moving in there? There he goes. Oh, where'd he go? I lost him. Alright, I found him again. Let's zoom in on him. See if you can see him in there. There he is. It's a little toad. Oops. Try to get some pictures of him. Alright, well, we'll let him go. Oh, he sees me. Alright, we'll let him go on his little merry little way. We got some mushrooms here. I found some of these the other day at another place. Pretty sure these are these chanterelles. And if you remember if you watch all my videos, in my last video I talked about these growing near beech trees, and right up there is another beech tree. That smooth gray bark. And lo and behold, you have these chanterelles growing here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take some of these home. At least one of them. Maybe I'll try them. Like I said, in that last video, I talked about being 100% sure about eating wild edibles, but I think I forgot. That was like 2 weeks ago. I took some home, and I think I forgot about them. I do that sometimes. I put mushrooms in my backpack, and I forget they're there until like a week later. I go in my backpack, and there's like rotten mushrooms in there. So yeah, well, but I think I'll take some of these, at least one of these home. You don't want to ever take too many wild mushrooms home, because these are the fruiting bodies of the mushroom. This is how they reproduce. So if you take them all, you're preventing the mushrooms from reproducing. So I think I'll do that. At least take one of these home. Pretty neat little things. Impossible to miss walking along a trail here. I was checking out the fungus on this log, and I saw another one of those. There's a little baby chanterelle, and sure enough, across the trail there's a small beech tree growing. So that's why I read that they like to grow near beech trees. Alright, so here's where the trail goes to the left or to the right and makes a loop. I think I'll go to the right first, and if all goes correctly we should end up coming back from that way. We'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll go right first. Doesn't really matter. I can hear a stream down there in the valley, and I think from what I read, the trail crosses that stream several times. And there's supposed to be maybe a few little waterfalls, maybe, so maybe we'll have some nice little things to see down there. I think it's called Harnish Run. I think we'll get down there soon enough. Yeah, just up here is the stream. Yeah, there's a little waterfall of sorts. That's cool. Well, it's a nice place to sit, take a little break right by the waterfall. But it's like a get on going again. All right, goodbye waterfall. Gonna make our way across. And here's a whole bunch more of those mushrooms. Tons of them here. All around here. I gotta double check. See if they are chanterelles. Oh, bug flying in my ear. I know there was a video from a guy in Michigan. I forget what his name was. M.I. Michigan or something. Or M.I. Woodsman or something like that. But I think was he calling these lobster mushrooms or something? But I gotta double check. But they're pretty cool. They're everywhere around here. Alright. Well, here's a whole little family of mushrooms. And these are little puffballs. These are actually edible. And there's one hiding under there. Cool. Maybe I'll take one of these home too. Try them out. Yeah, like these are just the common puffball, or maybe call it gem-studded puffballs, maybe. But they're edible as well. Unless you if you cut them open and they're black inside, they're not edible. They're black inside. They're called earth balls, and those are actually poisonous because there's a mushroom called the tough-skinned puffball that's a little bit darker tan color than these, and you cut it open and it's black inside. Those are non-edible, but if you cut them open and they're white inside, then they are edible. So yeah, I think I might take one of these home, try them out. And one other thing about eating things that look like puffballs, sometimes there are mushrooms when they first come out of the ground, it's called the button stage, and they kind of look like these little puffballs. If you cut them open and you see gills inside, you know it's one of those button stage mushrooms, because puffballs don't have gills. So if you cut something open that you think is a puffball and you see gills, it's just an immature mushroom, and it could be a poisonous one, so don't eat it. I've said this before in other videos, I think I've said it today. If you're going to eat a wild mushroom, you got to be 100% sure that it's a variety that you can eat. If you're even like a little bit unsure, then just, what the saying goes, if in doubt, throw it out. So, but puffballs are pretty easy to identify. Actually, I never ate one before. I think that was one of the ones that I took home once and I left it in my backpack. I forgot it was there and just rotted. So, oh, down here's one of those pigskin puffballs. I think I'll do a demonstration, cut it open, show you how it's black inside. I think I could do that. Well, this is what I was talking about. It's actually gotten pretty old. As you can see, it's actually gotten to the point where it's getting ready to release spores, but it's kind of black inside. Found lots of other mushrooms here also too. Here's one of those, whoops, sorry about that. There's one of those coral mushrooms. All kinds of little baby mushrooms popping up here. Yeah. Of course, they're the other ones. Yeah, it's neat. You just take time to sit and stop for a little bit, and all of a sudden there's all this stuff just all around you. All right, keep on going. Yeah, down here's a mushroom that almost looks like a donut. tons of mushrooms everywhere. There's several there. An older one right there. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain. This summer, and the mushrooms, they like the rain. So this is a very, very mushroomy year. Oh, back down to the creek again. Guess we're supposed to cross here somewhere. Well, here's a little something. Do you know what these are? I think there's another one up over here. It doesn't have leaves on it anymore. This one had 2 leaves. This is a May apple. If you watch my videos from the springtime, I always show you the May apples. They're one of my favorite plants. They produce those little fruits. I guess they look kind of like an apple. Yeah, they're supposed to be edible. I tried one once, and I had to spit it out right away. I'm gonna take this one home too. I think maybe if you let them, I don't know, mature a little bit more, maybe they're more edible. I know you can make jelly out of them. I knew a lady once that offered to make me jelly out of them, but she died of she had an aneurysm and passed away about a year ago, so she never got to do that for me. But I'm gonna take this one home. Maybe let it sit in the kitchen counter for a little bit, age a little bit. Maybe I'll taste one again. We'll see. The last one I tried was awful, bitter. Try again maybe. So I'm just currently sitting here taking a little break, but this is a nice place. I think, like I said at the beginning of the video, sometimes these little nature preserves, I'm never quite sure what they'll be like, but I think about 2 videos ago I was at Black Rock Nature Sanctuary over in Chester County. Like, I didn't like that one too much. It had paved trails, and which is good, like if I was in a wheelchair, the paved trails would be nice and stuff, but that place was a little more, I don't know what the word to think of, too developed, whereas this place does have that wild feel to it more, what I like. The trails aren't as perfectly manicured, you have stream crossings, stuff like that. So I would say this is a neat little gem here. This is in northern Lancaster County. Nice place. So, yeah, even though this is like in a ravine area, so even though just outside the ravine there are farms and houses, when you're in this ravine you wouldn't know. Neat little place. Well, I pulled a little hitchhiker off my shoulder here. Someone was getting a ride. A little inchworm. I'll have to put him somewhere else. I don't think he wants to come home with me. I think he would prefer to stay out here in the woods. Check out that dude. So we call harvestmen. Around here we call him daddy longlegs. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm almost back at the parking area. But sometime when I get home I'll look up those orange mushrooms to kind of see if I can find out what they really are. And maybe I'll tag that on to the end of this video. But I'm gonna head home now, have some ice cream. I'll probably go on Netflix and watch another episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., my new favorite show. So, alright, cool little spot. Come check out sometime. I'll see you around then.